How many products has Apple released this year? Pick one. If you said 18, I'm guessing like you cheated. So this year, it's hard to believe it was even this year, started off with, remember Vision Pro? We got a slew of new iPads in the spring, iPhones and watches in the fall, but Apple's not done yet. Tim is, let's say, cooking up one more event that would give us our final new products of the year. I don't think it's gonna be as exciting as it sounds. In fact, yeah, pretty much everything's already leaked. Let me tell you what is coming next from Apple and why Tim Cook should probably be panicking just like a tiny bit. All right, so 2024 I think has like generally not been regarded at Apple's most like exciting year. It was a good year for the stock and all that kind of stuff, but like product-wise, it was kind of meh-ish. So Vision Pro was released less than a year ago. In a lot of ways, it kind of feels like it's fallen off the face of the earth. But to Apple's credit, the iPad Air updates were solid. Apple Pencil, I think, is cool. And while the iPhone 16 series is like not the most exciting update, your cousins, friends, and any sort of non-techie people who have older iPhones who are upgrading to the 16 are getting a really solid upgrade. With a few months left to go before 2024 is over, we're hearing that Apple's got a few more products slated to release before the rush for the holiday shopping season, but surprise has been like most definitely spoiled. So rumors go, this is my back and forth hand motion, on whether or not this is going to be an actual event or a press release. Here's what you can expect from Apple really in the next few weeks. This is like the least surprising of all. New M4 MacBook Pros, new M4 iMac, a brand new Mac Mini, because Apple is set to be giving this new model really the first redesign we've seen in, it's been like almost 15 years. So Apple kind of already leaked this themselves with references found in code confirming this new Mac Mini will have 5 USB-C ports. And according to Bloomberg's Mark Gurman, the design could shrink in a giant way, being more the size of like an Apple TV. So you'd have USB Type-C ports, I'm assuming an HDMI port, and that's like probably it. Maybe one of those will be Thunderbolt. It should be available in M4 and M4 Pro configurations. And while it's still, a bring your own display and keyboard and mouse type device, it does represent that Apple is committed to offering high quality, low cost Mac that's presumably gonna be around the like $600 price point, at least starting. And with the latest Apple Silicon inside, it's gonna be really hard to beat this box. And the Mac Mini does not get updated very often, so seeing these really significant upgrades, I think is huge. I think there's a real subset of people that love that Mac Mini, and those folks are gonna be really happy. MacBook Pro is nothing super new, same design, maybe same ports. There's been rumors of maybe an additional USB Type-C port, but the big story is that even though Apple has yet to announce it, it's already leaked. And I'm not in like leaked code or even spy shots. I'm talking like multiple people have unboxed the official retail packaging, run benchmarks, posted YouTube videos, even listed it for sale, like in Russia. Like, I recommend probably talking to Gizmodo on why buying this is definitely not a good idea, but it's crazy to the extent that this is leaked. Speaking of Gizmodo, this has got to be the most full-blown Apple leak since the iPhone 4 was like left in a bar. Now, as legit as these rumors look, there's some reason for speculation. The wallpaper on the box is the same as what we had for the last generation. But also, these computers have been benchmarked too versus last gen's M3 chips. We're seeing about a 25% increase over single core and about a 30% increase in multi-core. So like significant improvements. Then after that, that sort of finishes off Apple's 2024 master plan. You'll probably notice a few things are missing. So probably the most like glaring omission of them for all of this year is really Apple Intelligence. That feature that Apple is being touted as one of the main reasons to get an iPhone 16 series. It's not here, at least not fully. So rumor has it that Apple will start rolling out some Apple Intelligence features over the next few weeks, but the biggest features, things that sort of will make Siri smarter, won't be coming out until next year. And as of now, it seems like January-ish. It's sort of the earliest we can see some of the things that give you a smarter Siri on the iPhone 15 Pro and all the 16. You can say what you want about whether or not that should have happened, is acceptable. Apple like delaying things? Should they have waited on the phones? I'll let you form your own opinion. Mine is that you buy a device and you sell a device based on what it can do at that moment. And as of this filming, Apple Intelligence does not exist. I'm not talking beta software. It's Apple Intelligence does not exist. And the iPhone 16 series came out in a world where Gemini exists, where sort of AI assistants have gotten a lot better. So I think Apple has a tremendous amount of catching up to do, not just to catch up to what Gemini is doing, but to change the perception of Siri. Another odd omission from the 2024 playbook are M4 updates to the Mac Studio and Mac Pro. These models don't necessarily like need a big redesign or anything, but it's like kind of a bit odd while the MacBook Pro gets the M4 Pro treatment. These won't. The Mac Studio in particular is still on like the M2 series of chips. The MacBook Air will also be missing out any sort of M4 action, as likely won't be getting new silicon until allegedly the first half of 2025. And then kind of comes what could have been the most exciting Apple upgrades that, if Apple followed their plans, should have come in 2024, and that's the iPhone SE 4. And likely this does seem to be worth the wait. It's getting a gigantic upgrade. Talking OLED display, Face ID, action button, 48 megapixel camera, Apple Intelligence, USB Type-C. This is really shaping up to be a really solid lower cost option from Apple. And given that this is usually like on sale at carrier discounts, you should be able to get this phone for practically nothing. If not totally free, if you do one of those 2 or 3 year promotional kind of credit thing. And of course, 2025 has like its own sort of mysteries for Apple. There's already talk of a cheaper Vision headset, HomePod with a screen, new Apple TV. It's gonna be interesting to see how this plays out, especially with Apple kind of looking to move away from sort of regular product cadence of yearly upgrades. So things obviously might change. It's all malleable. But as of right now, this is our best guess on what is coming.